What's good, guys? It's your boy BrandoAKAMiracle back again for another video. The theme Chronicle event just came out, finished up actually, and I wanted to showcase the deck I felt like performed the best in the tournament. So I'm playing SALAMANGREAT. I feel like they had enough pieces to kind of have a core strategy, and you're just really relying on hand traps and other stuff. So I'm using Sunlight Wolf to double link into itself, so my traps are activatable at any moment. I set 4 and pass. It's pretty much making this deck just a reaction deck. My opponent is on Rika. I'm going to imperm the Rika. Pretty much Rika was a really good one in this tournament too. A lot of decks were just honestly not that strong, and I felt like out of all of them, this one was decent enough. So he activates the Rika Kanton spell, or Con, and I instantly negate that. Now my opponent tries to summon the Therion Lily out of his hand, and I roar that. Pretty much my goal is just to cut off every single thing I can. I'm going to draw for turn. We get another hand trap. I'm going to use the effect of Sunlight Wolf to recycle my Rage, and then double link into another Sunlight Wolf to recycle my Roar. You see, that's what my whole basis of this deck is just to recycle the negates and recycle the trap cards. And my opponent surrenders because he knows I have another pop 2 and an instant negate. And he didn't know about the Veiler or the Imperm either. On to the next game. Alright, a different type of hand. Honestly, a really good going second hand. My opponent activates Pot of Extravagance, drawing 2. Not too bad for him. He's going to show me a lot of floodgates. My deck doesn't play very well around Dimension Shifter, but I'll try my best. He's summoning the Jaguar. I'm just going to hit in for 1800, and that is all I can do. Now I'm going to probably save like my other pieces for when I can keep doing stuff. You know, it's just slowly but surely we're going to get that lethal damage. Now Rage is really good, but we're going to set that and do another 1800. I could have summoned the Gazelle or Spinny, but I just didn't see a point of it. My opponent sets 2 more cards, 1 monster and 1 spell or trap. I'm gonna normal summon a Gazelle now because honestly, it's not that bad for damage wise, especially because my opponent baits out an Imperm. Now I'm gonna use Raigeki because I want to get as close to lethal damage as I can. My opponent reveals a Flunder card. I'm gonna boost my attack just to get that lethal push. Or not lethal push, but closer to lethal. And my opponent has 600 life, and I still have a Veiler in hand as well as a Rage. Now a slower game we're having, but everything's fine. My opponent reveals the Flunderee's Recycle card that can let him draw. And he reveals everything he has. A Macrocosmos, an Imperm. It looks like he was just trying to get his activations just so he can get himself some more points in the event. Go to the next battle phase. I see no threats on the board. Another Veiler. I'm gonna link off to actually get some summoning of my own because this event rewards you for summoning. So we're gonna summon off our 2 monsters into a Sunlight Wolf, and we are gonna use Sunlight Wolf to go into battle to attack for game. On to the next one, guys. Alright, now we are on to that game 3. Really good starting hand. Silent Mining, I'm going to pitch the Raigeki because it's not useful to us as of right now. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to use Gazelle for interaction purpose or for extension instead of searching my trap cards. So we're going to send for Spinny. Spinny's going to special summon itself, and then we're going to seize off into Mirage Stallion. My cat is going crazy over there with my curtain. Alright, we're going to grab Jaguar, use Jaguar's effect to go into Balinks. Next up, we're going to use Balinks to go into the SALAMANGREAT Sanctuary to be able to link off our guy twice. Now we're going to summon our Sunlight Wolf, use its effect to trigger with Jaguar to get our hand Gazelle. Guarantees us some follow-up. We have one piece of interaction, and honestly I see no point of summoning the Salamangreat Sanctuary. Reason being because we need to keep that card in hand just in case for future plays. Now my opponent reveals he's on ninjas, so I know how ninjas work. They need 2 cards for interaction. I stop him in his tracks with the 1 roar negate. Alright, we are back with our next game. Lady Debug is going to be our normal summon here. A really good hand. Parallel Exceed as extension. Lady Debug is the perfect guy to go into Balinks because it's only a CYBERSE card is the requirement for Balinks. Unfortunately, how it works though is when you summon with Parallel Exceed, you have to go into certain things a certain way. You can't chain Gazelle and Parallel Exceed to the same chain. Now we're going to get ourselves IP Masquerena. This adds another interaction when we open up beyond our full combo. Now Spinny is going to be able to trigger our guy and grab us Rage, and we are going to use Gazelle and our Sunlight Wolf, or Gazelle and Balinks to go into Sunlight Wolf. I'm going to double link off our Sunlight Wolf to get another one to trigger its effect to recycle a spell or trap. Now the spell or trap I'm going to recycle is that Rage I sent off the Gazelle. Now that means we have a pop 2, we have a shuffle 1 card, and we have an Ash. So I feel like we're in a confident spot. I'm not scared of Mills, but I do not want to let him keep cards on the field. I'm going to see that he's going to attempt to Solar Recharge. I have the Ash for that, I should say. Now my opponent has nothing else. This is good for me. I draw for turn. Speedroid Terratop isn't a crazy draw, but I recycle that Rage, and then I can normal summon Terratop to get even further extension because it's the perfect guy to go into my Xyz monster in Mirage Stalio. Now Mirage Stalio is going to come out. It's going to get us a piece in our Jaguar, but our opponent surrenders before that. Alright, very good hand for interaction purposes. Speedroid Terratop, as well as Jaguar normal, and Gazelle special summon when we use Jaguar as our normal. We're going to use this to get out Mirage Stalio, and that is going to get us access to Spinny. Now we're going to link off that Spinny to get us out access to a Balinks. Balinks' effect doesn't matter here, but it will be good for texture later on. We're going to use that to grab Rage. We're going to link off the Mirage Stalio to go into Sunlight Wolf. Sunlight Wolf is going to, or first we're going to go into an IP Masquerena with our other 2 guys. And then we are going to use the Sanctuary to double link off the Wolf to get ourselves access to our Rage. Not too shabby, honestly. I really like, I mean, they butchered a lot of decks, I won't lie to you. The reason why I summoned that Spinny is, oh, I forgot to set the Rage in this clip. I remember this clip now. It doesn't matter, he had the Heavy Storm, so that interaction didn't matter. My opponent normal summons a Goaty monster. I feel like, hey, I feel like you need cards on board, so I'm going to instantly use Unicorn to get rid of it. Use Unicorn to put the Terratop in the grave, and then that will also trigger Sunlight Wolf to get me access to Gazelle in hand, so I have a follow-up for next turn. My opponent sets 1 card and ends his turn. See, like, it's pinpoint accuracy in these interactions. Gazelle is going to send Will. Will is going to give me access, or Sunlight Wolf's going to give me access to Will. Honestly, I should have just grabbed Roar there. Kind of a misplay, but Balinks is here. We're going to use the act to send for 2 to grab Mirage Stalio, Gazelle, and our Spinny. Spinny is going to special summon itself, and I'm going to link off for 4 into Pyro Phoenix. Now, this is the only boss monster we have access to, but it's pretty much just used as a big beater here. I'm going to attack with 3 monsters, main phase 2, set 1, and end my turn. And my opponent didn't activate that trap card at all, which is very interesting. Looks like my opponent has some comboing to do. Full combo when it looks like to get out his Goaty cards. I hope that, I wonder if that's how it's pronounced. Uses the Goatee chain to banish to miss target on one of my guys, but it's not gonna matter because as soon as he special summons a certain card, I win the game. Now he's comboing off for sure, getting access to a bunch of his guys. It's pretty much just a patient game here. Let him combo. This is where he messed up. Link summoning this Marincess card triggers Pyro Phoenix to hit him for 2000 burn damage and end the game there. Hey, it works. It wasn't my win con necessarily, but he played well, but he also played not well and playing into that. All right, last game of the rounds. We're going to use Silent Mining. I have to pitch Harpy Feather Duster because if he had Ash there, I would have had no chance on anything to get anything out. Lady Debug was the perfect search there because it gave us access to Gazelle and access to a monster card. So we're going to use Gazelle and Spinny to trigger that Gazelle, and Gazelle is going to send for that Roar. Now Spinny is going to special summon itself. I'm going to seize off the 2 level 3s into our Mirage Stalio, and then we are going to special summon Jaguar, use it for material to go into our Sunlight Wolf. Now Sunlight Wolf is going to be able to trigger a few things. First, we're going to double link summon into another Sunlight Wolf. The reason being for this is because it's the best way to recycle that trap of Roar so it doesn't banish itself. We only do play 1 copy of it. Next up, Jaguar will trigger its other effect to grab ourselves Spinny because we accidentally detached the wrong material on Mirage Stalio. But hey, that's fine. IP will trigger that effect later, or won't trigger that effect later on, but this is pretty much full combo. 4 interactions, not too shabby. Alright, my opponent reveals he's on Lightsworn, which Lightsworn is a very popular deck. We've seen a lot of it in this Theme Chronicle event, but you can stop their monster effects really easily if they can't mill. And that's what happened. I only needed 1 interaction when I had up to 4. Alright guys, I'll show you guys that deck list in just a second. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is the deck list of choice for my Theme Chronicle event. We're playing as many hand traps as we can in 3 Baylor, 3 Imperm, and 3 Ash. Honestly, if you could fit Nibiru into this as well, it would be worth it. I don't, Crossout wasn't banned, but we weren't playing it. Didn't see really a point. We're playing a good amount of Extenders into Terratop, Engine, as well as all of our level 3s in Debug and Parallel Exceed. This event really made you make your moves more linear, making Salamangreat go back to its roots with Sunlight Wolf and Rage. That's how Salamangreat was played before the Pyro Phoenix, which was banned. As you can see, they also banned Weasel, they banned Salamangreat of Fire and Code of Soul. Really key pieces, as well as our link for Enraging Phoenix. Now, not a Salamangreat card they did hit was Princess, which Princess is one of the best fire support cards of all time, and you couldn't play it in this. But it's all good. The deck worked out, got me my festival points without loot. It was actually one of the most consistent decks I did play for this. I tried to do Galaxy Eyes, but Galaxy Eyes was missing a lot of pieces as well, so it just didn't work out. Now guys, if you're enjoying the content, make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.